There once was a man named John Berryman. Just so you know, he was a hairy man. He was born to the name John Allen Smith, and no, this is not a myth. October 25th, 1914 was the day he was born. Only 12 short years later, he would mourn. His father committed suicide outside his bedroom window, leaving his mother a lonely and sad widow. 3 months later, she remarried. This time, they actually tarried. Later, he enrolled in Columbia University because it had such great diversity. 1939, he taught at Wayne University, but was soon hospitalized for epilepsy. Then he turned to alcohol, which didn't help at all. Then he married Ellen Mulligan in 1942, which seemed to help him make a breakthrough. Next, he taught at Princeton. He fit in almost instant. For the next 20 years, he established his academic credentials, showing all his great and wonderful potential. His work, The Dispossessed, turned out to be very blessed. The work won the Poetry Society of America's award, which for a while helped him soar. He didn't have the best life, which is why he cheated on his wife, and told all in Sonnets to Chris, which is about cheating with his miss. His poetic and academic life continued apace, but emotionally at this point he was a disgrace. In 1950, he won the American Academic Award for Poetry. His works were very sad emotionally. Berryman began to emerge as a major literary figure, causing his fame to grow bigger. He left his wife in 1953 and married another quickly. This new couple had a son. It was his first one. In 1959, they divorced, but it didn't stop him, of course. The rest of his life, he was hospitalized once a year. The path he was on was no longer clear. Next, he married Kate Donahue. She was only 22. Then they had 2 daughters, their dad as old as their grandfather. 1964, he published a book called The Dream Songs. It was very, very long. 385 poems to be exact. Yes, this is a proven fact. Berryman was awarded a Cunningham Fellowship in 1967. No one knew in only 5 years he would be in heaven. Soon, he was hospitalized, and this time he didn't fully rehabilitize. His father's fatal cycle refused to be broken. He jumped off a bridge. The reason? It's unspoken. Washington Avenue Bridge will be his grave. He couldn't face his life anymore. He wasn't that brave. Suicide runs in the family. They felt insecure, lost, and unmanly. The date was January 7th, 1972. I guess there was nothing left he could do. He died at the age 57. I truly hope his life was better in heaven. His works are found at the University of Minnesota. That's the state next to North and South Dakota. The end of his story, you could say. He rests in peace today, known as the Edgar Allan Poe of yesterday.